Major.
Here we are, a million stars floating over our heads, beating hearts, falling apart, staying.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hi, my name is Stephanie and I do videos on decor, home, lifestyle, DIY and a lot more. So today, being a dull day as it is, I didn't have anything much to do, so I decided to do this labor and delivery story. And I know that it's been like a year past, so but I decided to do it because it makes me happy. And it's not only because of YouTube, again, it is because of the memory. It was an interest. It wasn't that much interesting, but it is really nice. So stick around and you will love it. Trust me, you'll love it. So you all new mommies who are watching my channel, this is what happened. So, oh yeah, I have somewhere I have written down just to remember the things that I will be talking about. And yeah, let's kick it. So all this shenanigans started on 19th of November 2017. Yeah, I know it's 2019 and it happened on 2017, but oh well, we'll still do it. So on 19th night, I remember my hubby, we were in the bedroom and we were preparing to sleep, and I got this pain, and it's not that, okay, it's like period cramp pain. By the way, this is my first kid. I have never had any other kid. Like, I am a first time mom, so everything that I am telling you is based on me not knowing anything. Because he has more experience dealing with such issues, he was like, you don't worry, sleep it out. This is nothing, so just sleep it out. We'll see what happens during the night or tomorrow morning. I just relaxed and put on my jammies and slept. So the next morning he had to go to work. So my husband really loves his job, so he said, because there's nothing that's happening and there's no point of him staying in the house and doing nothing, and his workplace is just it's in Ruiru and I live in Roysambu, why don't you just call me when things start happening? So I was like, fine, it's okay. After all, because the pain that I was experiencing at that morning, it was the same pain that I had at night before we slept, but it wasn't that much because I was able to sleep the whole night with no issues except the general uncomfortableness and pregnancy shenanigans. So he left for work, and in the meantime I called my mother-in-law. So I told her that I was experiencing this pain. My mom, by the way, at this time she was not around. She was in the US, and even if I called her, like, it's not, she wouldn't have done anything. So I decided to call my mom-in-law instead, who is around here. And she told me, she was, by the way, excited. She really loves this kid because she keeps saying that it is her first true granddaughter. She didn't want to go to work, by the way, but I had to convince her and tell her that there's no point because nothing much is happening. She can just work, and then when things start kicking in, because there were things that were to kick in. So when those things were to start kicking in, I'd call her. Yeah. So at around 10, yeah, I hear my door. Okay, before that we had agreed that my aunt-in-law was to come and check me out. Like, she wasn't comfortable with me being in the house alone and all that, so she wanted my auntie-in-law to be around. So at around 10, I had the door knocked, and there she was. She came. We started timing, like, the Western style timing, using an app on my phone. I don't even remember the app, by the way, at this point, but yeah, we started timing, and the contractions were like 5 to 7 minutes apart, which was not much. And I did not want to go in mapema because I hear that you're supposed, okay, according to, by the way, I had watched so many labor and delivery vlogs, so I had like sort of a mentality of what will happen. It's just that I didn't know how excruciating that pain will be. So right now the pain is just little, maybe 3, 4 in the scale of 1 to 10. And we decided to go for a walk and start elevating things, because I had that If you walk, if you do walking and squats, that will really help with the baby to come. We started walking towards TRM, and right when I don't know you guys, but right when I got to gate C is the gate that is in TRM Drive, I felt the real pain. We had gone to TRM to get our nails done, like just trying to get things started, you know. Hey, my friend, the pain now started. Eh? But it wasn't that okay, it wasn't as excruciating as at the end, but it was now the pain, I could feel it like for real, but it wasn't that much. So I'm going to attach a video of me somewhere.
Meisha.
Me being a new mommy, knowing nothing, doing like being an extreme blonde person and feeling this kind of pain, I was like, hey, no, you go call that guy, let him come, we are going. And at that time it was there was this post-election disputes between Raila and Uhuru, and no, it wasn't a public holiday, it was something that was happening in Kasarani, and Raila wanted to do his thing in Said Zakawa West, is Zimmerman, and that is exactly by there. My birthplace was Jacaranda, the Jacaranda that is right there around Zimmerman huko, and my hubby was coming from Ruiru, so there was this traffic, there was this big traffic. So somehow he managed to come after like an hour of waiting for him. So you can imagine an hour laboring in TRM, trying to pretend nothing is happening, trying to make a it's all things are okay face. So he came finally, and by the way, at this point I had not brought anything, like we had just gone for a walk, so I had to send somebody to go get my bag, which we packed. By the way, that bag, it's by chance that I packed it with my mom who was in the US then. So we packed that morning and I was set, and the bag came and we went to the hospital. So at the hospital I was checked and I was told I was only 3 centimeters dilated. So my mom came, she just couldn't stand staying at work, and I was laboring. So she came and she was like, no, this kid is coming, put on your shoes, let's go for a walk. Macu, then I have slippers, I have my trouser. I had a trouser that my just a stay at home trouser. So we got out of hospital and started walking like outside the gate, because the hospital is not that big, and we started walking towards a cliff somewhere. So we are walking, trying to elevate things, got back to the hospital. No, I did not by the even feel like eating anything. So it is walking, doing squats and all that. At around 1 they asked to check me, and by the way, let me tell you, there is nothing as uncomfortable as those 2 fingers entering your hoo-ha. Many people are always like, see, see when you're having things happen, and you know, but it is a whole different chapter. You new mummies who are here, it is a whole different thing, because I don't even know how to explain it, but it is very uncomfortable. And for me, they swiped my membrane. To swipe your membrane, it means to I don't know what they do, but it is to swipe membrane. They swiped my membrane, and it was hella painful and hella discomforting, comfortable, uncomfortable. That word, it was bad. So get ready for that thing. So yeah, I did the VE, and at around 1, and they told me that I was still at 3 cm. No, I was at 4 centimeters. Yes, they told me I was at 4 centimeters. So Mother is still enthusiastic, saying that, "Hey, in Jesus' name, we are going to see this kid, and she's going to come before 4. You will see, she's going to come before 4." So we are doing the squats, like, yes, this baby is coming. We are at 4 centimeters. We're going to get at 10. At 4, Macu, I've not, okay, I only took a bottle of, I took passion juice. That is the only, since morning, yeah, since the breakfast, I only took passion. So At around 4, they decided to check me. I was at 3 centimeters. Apparently, the nurse who had checked me had said I was 4 centimeters and she was wrong. So I'm back to square one, 3 centimeters. Mother was like, I have work tomorrow. Let me just go prepare. But in case of anything, you call me. I just live around here. Sindio, yeah. Let me just go make sure that even the house has food and stuff. But we are seeing this kid today. My faith is not with her. Everybody left except my husband. So we are there trying to live. It's like this kid was just waiting for these guys to go. At around 6, they asked to check me again, and for now, legit, I was 4 centimeters. Then now the labor, now the pain. This is where now the pain started, like legit. So where I was placed, the room that I was sharing the room with 3 ladies, and you guys, I was not experiencing that much pain like them, like the way they looked like they were experiencing. So I was in the middle. This side you're hearing screams, and this other side you're hearing screams. What a beautiful environment to start to trigger my labor. So at around 7, they asked to check me again. I was still at 4 centimeters, and they asked me to just stick around and wait it out. So this is where now the real pain started, because I'd go to the washroom and think that probably the reason why I'm in all this pain is because my bladder is full. Let me just go empty the bladder. Probably the car space will be enough for the 2 contractions and it won't be so painful. You'd feel this tightening that comes from the back, and then your tummy will be like, that will be like a signal to show you that you should be prepared for the pain that is coming. So your stomach, your now very big stomach will tighten up, and then 5 seconds later the pain comes, and the pain comes from behind. So it's like it's a ring. It comes. You guys, at that point I was past 5. The pain level was past 5. It was at around 6, 7. And trust me, for me, I'm not such a good pain tolerant person. By the way, you'll hear a kid crying. This is a compound full of babies, so we're good. Anywho, so at around 9 is when now the pain kicked in vizuri, like you're feeling everything. You're even feeling your hair stand because of the pain. Now my hubby decided to not go. Unfortunately, in that small hospital that we were in, there were no, by there I was very, very stupid. I feel like I was very, very stupid because I wasn't able to follow up my insurance, and for that I went to Jacaranda. That is one mistake that I always say that I did. And everybody, including my mom, kept telling me that I should go do the insurance thing, but I did not. So that's why we went to Jacaranda. So, and in Jacaranda, the place where the waiting area was outside, and outside at around 8, 9, trust me, it is cold. But my wonderful, lovely husband waited it all out. He was there the whole process. So yeah, at around 8, when he saw that like the thing is still the same and he was feeling sleepy, he's been working like almost half day, so he's probably also tired. He decided to go sleep in the car. So I decided, like, I'd tell him if the pain got worse, like, or if I felt bored or anything, he'd just come. So we are there, and there sandwiched between 2 screaming women. I'm also screaming there. I'm trying to oh yeah, and there was this bouncing balls. You see, by the way, those things help. If you get to a hospital that has those 2 balls where you just put your butt down and start jumping, you know what I mean, that thing worked for me. So at this point, the nurses have come. They've already what do you call it, burst the membrane or break the membrane. Like their amniotic fluid was already out. Me, I'm still there sandwiched, feeling pain, wondering when this whole thing will issue. So they asked to check me again, and I didn't tolerate it. Like, I was like, hey, you guys are checking me a lot, let's just wait it out a little and relax. So in the meantime, I called my hubby and I was like, hey, me here. See, you just come, we sit outside there and try and elevate this labor. I didn't know how we were to elevate it together there, but I somehow knew. Like, who gets this feeling where when your significant other is there, then everything will be okay? Like, that is the kind of feeling that I have when my husband is around. Yeah. So when he came and I'd get to the contractions, I would like literally eat his jacket, and he'd be there just trying to scrub my back, to sugua the back. Like, he was really supportive. That's the one thing that I can never regret. It's that he was very supportive. So afterwards, I got to a point where I couldn't tolerate the pain anymore, and I will start puking. Mark, I'm only puking what? Passion juice. It got to a point where I was puking hair. Like, I was just, but it is only hair. There's nothing that's coming out. Then I started fainting or maybe collapsing, where I'd tore this, I'd have these yellow substances coming from my mouth, and the doctors were like, hey, oh, by the way, in Jacaranda, the one thing that I loved about Jacaranda is the fact that they will not give you that, okay, I don't know whether I loved or hated, but they will not give you that CS unless it is medically needed. Ati when you go and be like, this pain is too much, I can't tolerate it, let's go do CS. No. When they see that for real, this one looks like she's about to burst or die or something, that is when they will give you that CS. So me I just collapse, and the next time I find myself on a bed, and those contractions are not forgiving. And mark you, there is no epidural, sijui Pitocin, all that shenanigan. It is labor natural. So I feel like that pain was just too much for me. My body couldn't take it anymore, and they decided to do the C-section on me. So when I had tunaita daktari akuja afanye hiyo C-section, that was like music to my ears. That is the one thing that I will really tell you guys. You have to be prepared. You mummies who are, or upcoming mummies, you have to brace yourself for labor. Like, you have to prepare yourself psychologically that labor is painful. Labor is pain unless you get epidural. And I feel like I saw a documentary in Kenya where there is a hospital, I think it was Aga Khan or something, where they had epidural, and there's this lady who was talking about how she got epidural. So unless you're fortunate enough to get that, my friend, be prepared for that labor. So I was wheeled to the theater, and the other hardest part that I went through is sitting still to get that anesthesia on your back. And mark you, those contractions are not forgiving, and they don't care. If they will come, they will come, and you have to stay still. So that is the other place that I struggled. And by the way, for those anesthesia, like, they tap into your back. What do you call that, please? Backbone. Yes, they tap into your backbone, and they prick you with a needle that is this long, and you have to be still. You have to sit still. So that was another challenging part for me. But after that, all the pain, everything left my body, and I was very happy. I got to see my baby, of course. She was 2.6 kgs, you guys. My baby was 2.6 kgs, and I remember my hubby saying, aka katoi ni kadogo. Like, she was a really small. That marks my labor and delivery story. So one thing that I want you guys to note is that, okay, some things that I wish I did for my labor. If you have NHIF or insurance, or a way to get insurance, please look for it, because you might be blocking yourself from getting very good health care. So that is the first thing I'd tell you. Look for insurance. Brace yourself for labor, because it is no joke. And what helped me was my significant other, my hubby. he was around. So if you could get your partner to be around there the whole time, you know, there are some hospitals that don't allow that, but if you get an opportunity where you're able to do that, make sure that your significant other is there, and enjoy your labor. That is all I can say, because it only happens once, unless you want to give birth to 7 kids. That's when you have like 7 labor 7 times. Other than that, that is my, oh fuck, my legs. That is my labor and delivery story. It wasn't much, but it is. And thank you guys for watching. Today's post notification shout out goes to this beautiful lady called Tabby Nakoli. Like, that lady, okay, I don't know her, by the way. I do not know her, but she has always been there. She's always supportive. She's all the good stuff. And if I know her, maybe I forgot her, maybe from high school, I don't know, but she's been there. Thank you, Tabby, for being there for me, for encouraging me throughout this hard time of YouTube and stuff. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye. Oh, don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe. And of course, follow Tabby and follow me also. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
'Cause there ain't no stopping now.